Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea and Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So I think a week back I posted in my community that I will be showing you some techniques using petroleum jelly. So one of them I posted. So this is my second one. So actually when I was making my silicone molds, I was showing you that I got some texture on the mold. So that gave me an idea. So I thought why not take it to next level. So I also posted a video making resin water effect. So before that I used air dry clay. So in this one I thought why not try this petroleum jelly, because this has a very thick texture like a texture paste and it holds its shape very well. So I thought why not make resin water effect out of this. So this is just an experiment. I will see if it turns out good or not, because this is really a thick petroleum jelly. And now what I'm doing here is I have taken a mold. So my request to you is that use a mold that is a bit old one or is really a cheap one, because I really don't want you to mess your new molds with this technique, because I am still doing it myself, and if it turns out good, correct, I will be taking it to the bigger level here. So basically what I'm doing here is I am making you can say a water effect here with this Vaseline petroleum jelly. So basically you can say I'm working like a texture paste here. So I'm just spreading the petroleum jelly into the mold. This is my first layer. So now it really depends on you how you like your water to be designed. So again, just doing first time here, so I'm doing an experiment myself. So I sped up the process here. Basically, I'm just filling up the mold here, and to me it was like I'm icing some cake now. So it was so smooth and satisfying. So later on I started making the waves. You can see that I am taking a little bit of the petroleum jelly and making the waves, hence building up, you can say, some waves here, some ripple effect in the water. So I'm just gently making the water ripple effect here. So it's like I'm sculpting ripple, water ripple effect here. The petroleum jelly is has such a texture. So when I'm happy with it, I will mix my resin, and for this I will be using Teexpert deep pour resin, and in my resin I added a little bit of turquoise transparent pigment, just a little bit of it, and now I'm pouring it into the mold. So this is perfect for this. So after adding the resin, I will leave this to cure, and it will take 2 days to be cured. So see you after 2 days. So after 2 days, I'm really excited to demold it. So let's see how this turned out. So I can really see the waves have hold its shape. So I'm so happy about it. But now the comes the worst part, and it is I have to remove all the petroleum jelly that is stuck in between the resin. So yeah, with the popsicle stick, with the help of popsicle stick, I am removing all the petroleum jelly to that has got into the crevices. So I know there are really easy ways to make this, but it's just a matter of experimentation that you can see that what things you can use to create and work with resin art. Sometimes it's really for fun, that's it, because there is a curiosity in mind, and we need to try and see that if that thing do work with resin. And it's really up to you later on if you want to take it to the next level, or you have to you work with that in future. But still, it is something in mind that have to be tried. There is another thing in my mind, and I have to try that as well. So someday I will be discussing with you that what it is. But for now, I'm really happy that this petroleum jelly did work, and I created a lovely water resin effect here, because I have posted a video where I used air dry clay to make this water effect, and I was thinking of different ways to create the water effect, because this is something really beautiful if you achieve it right. So this is still under experimentation, so we will see what works for it. But at the moment I'm happy that it looks lovely, but there is a lot of cleaning, I know that. So So after removing all of this petroleum jelly, this need a lot of cleaning. So I first used the dishwashing liquid, but it didn't work. So later on I used fabric washing liquid and it did work, and a lot of petroleum jelly was out and I got lovely results. So on to the next step is that it was not shiny and we need to have a shiny water effect here. So what I did is use a clear lacquer to spray on it. So this is the one that I use. You can use any that is available in your craft store. So it did work and I got a lovely finish onto the water effect here. So we will let this to dry and then see the results. So after drying, I think it looks lovely here, and I thought why not give it another dimension. So I got this fantasy film and I will be adding it to the back of the coaster now. So as soon as I added this aura fantasy film to the back, it looks so lovely and there is so dimension into this effect here. So now it's really up to you whatever color of the fantasy film you need to add it. I didn't add the cellophane paper, but you can do that as well. So I just removed the paper now and I'm showing you without the paper. So both are looking so lovely. Without paper it has a natural effect, and with paper definitely it has something really other. So I'm just bringing out the one that I made before. So this is the one that I made before with air dry clay. So I'm just adding this paper to this just to see what it looks like, and wow, such a beautiful effect, you know. But really I am confused that which one is looking lovely. You do let me know in comments. I know natural is always beautiful, but sometimes we just play with our mind. So here I'm just showing you so here I have added the paper underneath here. So this is the final result of this coaster, but later on I will be doing something different with it now. So I'm just showing you. If you want to skip it to the part where I am doing something else, just take it to there. So enough of playing with this coaster and on to the second topic that I will be doing here. So I will be making a mold out of this resin coaster. So in my previous video, I made a mold out of my air dry clay using a latex liquid, and in this one, I will be making the mold out of this resin coaster. And so keep watching. So what I'm doing here is I have built a wall around the coaster here. So just to let you know that this was a really weak mold that I have made here. So in the end, it did trouble me a lot, and I was thinking of adding this part to the experimentation video or not, but I thought I want to show you that what I'm doing behind the scenes, so that you know that there is always something happening. So I'm added the liquid latex to the temporary mold here. So you can use Lego blocks, you can use cardboard. There are so many different ways to make the mold housing. So this is the word that I was looking for. The housing is really weak for this. So I have poured the liquid latex into the mold now. So basically what I do is I lift up the mold and pour all the liquid latex that has been remained. But in this way, in this one, it's my, as I'm telling you that my housing is a bit on the weaker side. If I hold it, it will be falling everywhere. So I am just removing all the excess latex with this injection here, so that I create less mess. So that's what I'm basically doing here. So now when I have removed all of the latex, I am just pouring the leftover into the bottle again. So I will leave this to dry. So here I am using my Airless by Resonate. So what basically happened here is that I didn't record the process because I was thinking that this is a fail, so I will be not showing it. So I was doing it just for myself. So what I did was, when my latex was dried, I poured the resin that I mixed on the top of the dried latex resin coaster, and now I'm just removing the tape that I used for making the housing. So what happened here is that my resin poured from the sides, and this became into a one coaster now. So anyways, I'm just trying that if I can separate it. Originally I was thinking that it's done now, it's finished, it's destroyed, but I thought, why not give it a try, because there is a liquid latex layer in between, it might come off. So this is just something I'm just doing here. So I'm just speeding it up, and then I closed again the camera because I was disappointed anyways. Then I was able to remove it from the actual mold here, and this is what you are seeing is the one that I removed from the actual mold now. So yeah, it has the sides of this one is, this resin coaster is thin, and as you can see, I'm cutting the sides here. It's still soft, but because of the latex, as I was thinking, it will come off, and it did come off. So in the future, when I will be making a mold, I will be more careful with making the housing. So because it really depends, everything depends on that. If I had built a proper housing around the coaster here, I would have a beautiful second coaster, but this was really my mistake. I take it on me. So this is the result here. The top one you see is the one that I made, and this bottom one is the one that I made, the duplicate one. And believe me, this looks so beautiful. It looks like such a beautiful water effect. That's a shame that it was failed, but still it has a beautiful effect to it. So you can see it's a duplicate of this one in different style. The one that I made with the petroleum jelly has a very thick look, but the one that I made by using the mold, my resin coaster as a mold, has such a beautiful effect of water coming out. If you can feel it, what I'm saying here. So definitely this technique needs to be worked on, and I will be trying the next one on a bigger level. Just love it how this looks, so transparent and so beautiful. So I hope you liked it. So please do let me know in comments, and I am really sorry that I didn't show you the whole process here, because as I am explaining that I was giving up in between it, but I still went and completed. But I wanted to show you some steps involved, but I will be doing the next one in a bit bigger size, and I will be showing you the whole process. And if someone is not understanding what I am saying, I will link the video up in my description as well, and up here as well, my one that I made with the air dry clay, that how I do the resin water. So you can understand that what part of the latex I was explaining, that it was dried and then I poured the resin on top. So totally loving both of them. So do let me know which one you like the best, and if you like the simple one or with the fantasy film, so that I will be working on them soon. So like, subscribe and share, thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so, and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.